Okay, so, the stream, I had to restart it because, encountered a little bit of an error. Anyways, let's get into some railroading. NS8098 fan, I will be working on that this weekend. So it's coming. Virginia Railfan Productions, what are you done with? But, don't worry about the Monon Railroad SC70 ACE. I'm going to be working on that this weekend. This is just due to the fact that I have summer school literally the whole week. And, with summer school in the way, I don't have time to work on it. I'm not going to stream for too long tonight. I just figured to hop on and do a... I would just hop on and do a quick little live stream because, you know, I literally have nothing else to do tonight. Here we go. Here's something I was working on today, because the original model, I have summer school so I can get my PE credit for high school. You can't really cut Christopher Hall. Here's the problem, though. NS and CSX are sharing the Conrail assets, so not really justifiable there. Okay, so 4689. Set the ARN, because literally... Now, I know this isn't the correct font for CSX, but I could really care less. As long as the unit has its ARN. Or numbers, because it looks better. I did Railfan Center. But, I only got into your intro. I only watched up until your intro because, my Wi-Fi kind of died and I had to go fix it. So, yeah, that happened. What's so special about NS7626? It's an ES44 DC with... It's like literally the most generic NS power. Sorry, but I don't like NS's generic ES44s. Oh. This is not one of mine. This is someone else's. It's supposed to be a Union Pacific Heritage unit, or a fictional one. Okay. I've just got a short 25 car auto rack train behind me. I don't know why I numbered this 5265. I just looked at the NS roster. I'm like, oh well, that's on there. Might as well put it. Not sure. I'm fairly certain I've seen this number on a NS Jeep from someone's train series. I don't know who it is. Anyways, let me get this guy underway again. Well, actually, Virginia Railfan Productions, it kind of is, but kind of isn't. Technically, it's sort of a TMCR reskin, except I've taken the mesh and used it for myself. Just because since the Minecraft Conroe doesn't really claim... Just because the Minecraft Conroe, he's not able to legally claim ownership of the mesh, I can legally just go ahead and take any texture off of here I want. So yeah. I took it and I spent hours trying to fix the mesh. This up here, I couldn't figure out what this was because he had it completely covered up. So yeah, I fixed it up a little bit. Anyways, let's get back to our SD70M. I'm disappointed that these back here don't work. Virginia Railfan Productions, please watch the language. I don't mind if you censor it, but... yeah, about that security guard. That was the epitome of unprofessionalism. I agree with that. That's what she is, but still, please don't say it. I've got some people who watch the stream who don't really care for that. So, anyways, I don't understand what her problem is. I don't know if she just did it for attention or something. Anyways, I'm fairly certain the guard disliked your video because it has 2 dislikes or something, whatever on it. CSX Transportation, speaking of you, Some security guard yelled at Virginia Railfan Productions just to boost her ego, that's all. Game lag. Heritage Unit 1943, I would highly advise you don't do that. Ah, snap. That switch better be set. Okay, good. High Hood Jeep. There you go. I just now realized I am going over the speed limit. Forget the independent. Hey, Virginia Railfan Productions, I got a little suggestion for you. Why don't you ask Nicholas to put that security guard as an antagonist character in Rails of Highland Valley? I think I hit the brake a little too hard. Hey, Southeast, I've asked people not to crap all over Rails of Highland Valley. Please do not start doing it now. I personally don't... You do realize that here's the honest truth right now. If that guard had if I was running that train station and that guard worked for me, I'd have fired her 16 years ago. It's just unprofessional. Like the tracks I go up to in Milford, Indiana, when I rail fan up there, the crews don't care if I'm on the property at all. No, I do not. Heritage in 1943, CSX 911 and 1776 are heading towards you. They're gonna be stopped. Their destination is Tampa, Florida. So if you're anywhere near there, I suggest you get out after them. As far as I'm concerned, the security guard is not the one who is allowed to issue bans. That's upper management's problem. Upper management is the one who decides who and who not to ban. I'm pretty sure the security guard doesn't get a say in it. Okay, white application. I got him earlier last week. Yeah, that was JTR Bricks. In the words of Gordon Ramsay, if you was my brigade, I'd have fired you 16 years ago. You, and you. There. That's where the I would have fired her 16 years ago comes in. Okay, we can speed up again. Hey. I thought I was the one who had bad rail fending luck, because I live near a branch line that only sees maybe 10, 15 or 20 trains every day. But seeing no trains a day, wow, that's rough. And you know what? I'm gonna talk about a specific Rails of Highland Valley episode real quick, and no hate intended at all. I know Virginia Rail Fan Productions is a voice actor for Caleb, the CSX ET44AH. No hate intended towards the series, but the episode relating to rail cams, I personally have mixed feelings on that episode. Like, I agree that webcams versus actual rail fanning, like, it's not the same. But then you've got to consider that for some people like NS8098 fan, and specifically people who are in school, they can't always get out to rail fan. So sometimes the webcams are their only other alternative. Like, sometimes in school, I'll finish an assignment early and then I log onto the Chesterton webcam during class. Of course, I only do it in classes where I don't get Of course, I only do it in certain classes because some teachers don't let you use your electronic devices after that because they always have like assignments for you to do. But anyways, so that episode for me, I felt it was honestly kind of controversial. Just simply because of the fact that, you know, like, I get it. Webcams, you know, it's not nearly as fun. But on the bright note, you still get to see your trains, and you also get to look forward for the next time you rail fan. Hello there, UP fan 1729. So that's just my personal opinion on the episode. I liked it. Every time an episode comes out, I'm like one of the first people to drop a like on the video. But see, the thing is, I feel like some people, maybe a little bit more consideration could have been taken into the episode, but then again, it's Nicholas's series, and I really don't get much of a say in it, so that's just my personal opinion. I thought I'd share it, because I don't feel like I was too harsh on the series. Anyways. Hello, ROHV 4. You know what I was disappointed about from yesterday's rail fanning video was the, because yesterday the BC Rail -840CM that I caught the other day with engineer Matt Smith. By the way, his channel is also, Matt Smith has a YouTube channel, so he's not really got anything posted, but I left a link to his channel in the description of that video. What I was disappointed to find out was BC Rail BCOL 4606 used to have a really awesome K5L horn, and they put a P5 on it. I don't mind P5s, but I would have preferred to hear its original BC Rail issue K5L. I've seen him in the comments for the Rails of Highland Valley videos. I've never really engaged in any conversation with him. What about him? Virginia Rail Fan Productions, I got a quick question for you. I have a quick question for you. Is Yuma Urgel that one character who is portrayed as a BNSF-9 in that one episode where, I forget its name, that one episode where Dave and Larry actually helped out for once? It was, I don't know, had something to do with a Kansas City Southern ES-44, I don't remember her name. She was an imposter of one of the Amtrak engines that Nicholas is friends with in the series. I don't remember what her name was, because I haven't watched Rails of Highland Valley in so long. Nicholas is like literally the only character that I remember. It's been a good month or so since I've watched an episode. So I literally don't know what characters I'm talking about anymore. All I know is the character was a Southern Bell ES-44 AC. Oh, thanks for the reminder. I literally don't remember the names of any of the characters because, like, makes sense. From what I remember the episode, he sat in the yard and was making his own train series or something. Oh. Is that it? I'm sorry, but, like, I literally have not watched any episodes of Rails of Highland Valley in, like, the last month, because... Of course... Actually, during the time when there was a lot of drama involving the series, like, I just didn't watch any at all, because I was uninterested in getting sucked into it, like a bunch of others did. Like, Nicholas, he sounds like a really cool dude. I would love to go railfang with him at some point when I'm older and get the chance to go down to wherever he's at. But Heritage at 1943, even if a track is abandoned, like I know some school buses here in the Indiana area, they have to cross the old nickel plate railroad. They still have to stop. Because of it's the law. They still have to stop. I know it wasn't you who started it. Frankly, like because I stayed out of it, I really did, not trying to be mean here, but I really couldn't care less who started it. I just didn't want to be a part of it whatsoever. Like, I initially thought about getting into defending Rails of Highland Valley, but after seeing, like, just how aggressive things were getting, I'm like, okay, that's way out of mine. NS8098 fan, I unfortunately do not have any NS ES44 DC locomotives installed. I'm thinking about getting one from Jointed Rail, but that's when I get my delivery of points for leaving a product review for the AC6000 CW units. I'm gonna hope to get a discount so I can maybe buy one at some point. Anyway, our destination for these auto racks is coming up, and then we're gonna go off and do something else. There's just some, like, I don't understand. I didn't understand, like, it's just really best that I quit talking about Rails of Highland Valley, because, it's just, on a bright note, at least it's over, and, you know, I can go back to actually enjoying the episode, because, like, I just couldn't click on Rails of Highland Valley knowing that there was a drama going on involving it. Because it just, for some reason, for me, it just made it feel awkward to watch a series that also has a pretty serious drama going on behind it. It's just... Regarding the spam disliking, it's just... That's one of the reasons I stayed out of the drama. Because I really didn't want to be hated, be one of those users that's just really, really hated. And on top of that, I didn't want to get anyone in trouble either, because I've heard that... Of course, because here's the thing, I've heard from several people that YouTube considers spam disliking harassment, and I actually know some people from my school. Can't say that necessarily, but I know some people who have gotten in trouble for spam disliking. For me, it's really not worth it. But it's whatever they want to do. It's like... I just don't want to talk about Rails of Highland Valley anymore right now, because, like, I feel like I'm going to accidentally say the wrong thing, and then it's just going to go off. Hello, BNSF Cup. Hello, Atlantic Coastline. You are inevitable. It was inevitable that you would show up, anyway. Oh, and by the way, for anyone who wants to pick up the original model of this CSX SD70M, I have good news for you. It is actually freeware. It's available on Notch 8 reskins. Unfortunately, when you get it, it will not have the ARN. Don't quote me on this, I may release a tutorial on how to put ARN on this thing. Yeah, like it just did right there. Unfortunately, my computer isn't strong enough to handle Trainz A New Era. It's actually barely strong enough to handle this game. And that's why I've kind of quit making Trainz videos, because my rail fanning videos, you know, recently they've become quite a hit. So I've decided, you know, whatever. Hello there, Conroe SC40-2 rail fan. I actually did not. It is available on the download station under BNSF/Union Pacific Neosho branch line. Yeah, I've heard that, like, this game has a lot of problems that N3V just never bothered to fix. But it is what it is. It's what we've got. Yeah, pretty much, literally the only freeware item I have on this map, payware, excuse me. This is the only payware item I've got. No, I don't. It's really more of like one of those laptops you'd see a college student using. It's like mostly for school. But I don't care, because it's strong enough to run the game, and that's really all I care about. Yeah, I do agree the N3V version is just a little stronger. Alright, and with that, we are gonna stop our train because right here, because the portal entry is literally, like, the portal tunnel is literally right up in front of me. I don't know.
No defects. Total axles. 8, 4, turning speed. 3, 5 mph.
I'm... Hey, Atlantic Coastline, don't ask me. Ask the person that posted the map to the DLS. I'm gonna get out something different. Maybe do something else. I've only got maybe like another half out 5 minutes. Actually no, maybe a good 20-25 minutes left to live stream because I have to go to bed and like go to bed in like half an hour, and I've still gotta do some stuff to get ready for bed. So I don't know. Just thought I'd put on a stream. NS8898 fan. I don't have any ES44 DC models in this game. Literally, like, I just don't have any at all. Like, no one has posted a good ES44 model. I have made a couple Trainz routes, but they're so bad. Like here's a good example. When Atlantic Coastline first commented on one of my videos, except he was under East Coast Multimedia or whatever his name was back then. He my La Plata map that I used to record videos on, it was terrible. Okay, well, unfortunately, NS8098 fan, the only NS ES44 AC model that I actually have is this one, which if you watch Rails of Highland Valley, you may recognize it. Yeah. Yeah, why? Were you not able to get them to work? This is as good at best as I'm gonna be able to get. This is literally the only ES44 NS Givo thing that I have. It's not gonna work for this. I mean, I actually do have a few steam engines. Hang on. UP. Let's see. I know before I've said I don't like Challenger steam engines very much, but you know what? Recently I unblocked. Never mind. I can't remember who I unblocked recently. I unblocked someone who came in and tried to raid the stream at one point. I don't remember who it was. Okay, back to what I was saying before. I'm not the biggest fan of steam engines for Train Simulator, and it's not just like in real life. I'm really cool with them. Like they're awesome. But here's the problem with Train Simulator. People just reuse the same interior over and over again, and it's actually kind of annoying because like people will just literally use the same generic Steam interior. Like okay, some models are pretty good. I've seen some really good custom Steam interiors. I think there's actually one, especially for the Norfolk and Western Y6, I don't remember if it's a Y6B or a Y6A. But it is really good. It's a really good model, and on top of that, it's got a custom Steam interior. Because the person who made it, for whatever Trainz version it was supposed to be for, actually took the time to, you know, put something like that together. Well, unfortunately, some other people will just use the generic Steam interior. And I know most people, like, won't care what interior it is. Like, NS8098 fan down here, I know he doesn't care, but... And by the way, NS8098 fan, I think somewhere down here... I wish you said you wish they would add it to Trainz Driver 2. Well, here's the problem with N3V adding content to Trainz Driver 2. It can only be from the DLS and with author permission. The reason they cannot add third-party content. So, like, here's an example. If they were to add something from, say, like one of the freeware -9s on SRS trains, they can't do that. They can't do that unless SRS explicitly tells them that they can do it. But, and here's another thing, ANL. Alright, I'll be interested to see how they come out. So anyways, back to what I was saying. So, here, with ANL's, Challenge, Union Pacific and Denver Rio Grande Western Challenger steam engines, they can't put them in the Trainz Driver 2 because they are technically third-party content. You know what? Actually, Virginia Railfan Production, I thought about asking Nick if I could voice a character for ROHV, but I just decided right now. Here we have a Portland and Western SD70M. You know, I'm actually just gonna do a quick, like, little switching job or whatever down here, because I just don't feel like driving very much tonight. So here's a reskin. Now, these are available on the DLS. I have some daylight content. I'm pretty sure I do anyway. But I just never bothered to use it because, like, I don't do very many Trainz videos anymore. And, like, the only reason I had them was for me to do some Trainz specials with them. But literally because Bandicam is like... Alright, see ya, Virginia Railfan Productions. Literally because Bandicam has, like, the lowest frame rate of all screen recorders. Like, it's just not worth using. Like, and on top of that, I've sometimes, like, the last Trainz railfanning video that I did, the very first train, I had to retake that scene, like, 3 different times because, you know, Trainz, it's so laggy. I don't know. Don't ask me. Like, I don't understand why they put it in. I guess they're just desperate. Okay, Condor SC4-2 fan, that's old. And, like, we're literally all way past that at this point. Plus, from what I hear, Ian and Caleb are cool now, so... Anyways... Yeah, I just did not want to have any part of that drama. What I hated was that... What in the world? Okay. What in the world? Okay, what kind of interior did I put on this thing? Okay, well, I may have to make a custom interior for this engine later, because as far as I'm concerned, it didn't have one. So I guess I'm gonna have to take one of the SPR bust, I'm gonna have to get one of the SPR bust, SD70 ACE cabs out, and I'm going to have to do some reskinning on it. I know how to make a custom cab, because... Literally, all you have to do is copy and paste the mesh texture onto the cab, so shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. I do play Trainz Driver 2, but I don't make videos on it just because, you know, the game's kind of I don't really like the game very much. Alright, let me get another. You know what? I cannot wait to see what else he releases from his little workshop. Cause okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna get out his SC70 Mac because I literally do not know any Conrail SC70 Mac. You know what? Hang on. Conrail. Wonderful. It's faulty now. Isn't that amazing? Well, that's unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. Okay, I just wanna point something out here because I downloaded this a while ago just for the LOLs. Let me put Railroad Mods as one down. And literally someone took a MSTS model and copied it over into Trainz. Like, look at this one. It looks pretty old. And then we have this newer one. But then again, this model's also kind of somewhat old. Here's what I do like about this one, though. At least it's an MSTS model, and good news for all Conrail fans, with permission, N3V can technically put that one into Trainz Driver 2, except I doubt they're going to do it, because it's like, I literally had to dig for like an hour to find that one, because someone... As far as from what I remember, someone told me about some really crappy, some really garbage models on, someone told me about that model on, I don't remember what it was. It's some... Anyways, so I went and looked for it, couldn't find it, and I was digging around the DLS for at least an hour, and I finally found it, and I downloaded it, and, I don't know if this would be, to be honest, I think, Jointed Rails, Conrail SD80 Max are just a little bit, not nearly as good as the ones from Railroad Mods, but then again, the ones from Jointed Rail have a realistic custom cab versus the ones on Railroad Mods. They just have a generic like... Okay, I'm not gonna say completely generic because this one actually matches the unit. Then I'm pretty sure it's a I have not cloned it yet, and I'm a little apprehensive about contacting Dave, Dave Snow, to get permission to release them, just because I have so many of them, and I don't want to upset Dave by PMing him too many times. So I'm... Yep, I have it downloaded. The ARN doesn't work for some reason. How many more are you gonna make with those? I can help you out. I can help you out if you need. Yeah, I noticed that. Because I was going through his recent PMs. It doesn't look like he's responded to anything. You can't. That's why I don't like Trainz Driver 2. It's because you can't change up the horns like you can in Trainz 12. And I am going to smack these tank cars way too hard. Okay, that was a mistake. Nice going, me. I smacked these tank cars at 13 miles per hour. 13 miles per hour. 13 miles per hour. That's probably not good for them, but whatever. It's Trainz, like... Yeah, this thing... Like, whenever I set the ARN, a big white box just appears over the top of it. Me, I guess. I mean, it's not... I mean, Atlantic Coastline, it's not that unusual. I've seen an ES-44 switching in a yard, so... I've seen an ES-44 doing yard switching, so, I mean, I guess it's not that weird. You know what? Lately, I've seen that, Florida East Coast GP40 Race for the Cure locomotive. I've seen it reported on heritageunits.com quite frequently this month. I'll give you a nice little horn show with it then. Guys, I also got a message for you, a little message for y'all. If you want to catch any NS-840 CWs in the anytime soon, do it quick because NS has pretty much stored the whole, almost the whole fleet at this point. Oh boy. Well, unfortunately, none of the Minecraft Conroe's, Conroe content, I don't think it's on the DLS as of now. I give train answer guy down there a little shave and a haircut, and I need prepared to connect to the tankers on that side. Oh, sorry, I haven't noticed that. Yes, I do have the CSX SD80 Mac, but I just don't use it very much because of, for some reason, whenever I use it, it, like, crashes the game, and I really don't want to have to go through that tonight. So I'm gonna have to take a look at it in Content Manager and see what's going on. NS is actually rebuilding all of their Dash 9s, and in fact, I'm fairly certain I saw somewhere they plan to have it finished by the end of 2020. So NS is rebuilding them. I don't think they would sell their Dash 9 power just because, you know, NS is crazy for their Dash 9s. Alright, well, I'm hoping to go after 8098 at some point this year. I'm fairly certain they're supposed to rebuild all of them. And that's just what I've been told, because, you know, NS right now, the crews are really digging, they're really digging the, you're welcome, they're really digging the new AC44C6Ms. So, I don't think they're gonna sell off any Dash 9s. For all those who want to see a KCS Mac, hurry up. Their KCS is selling them in like a month or so. There's gonna, I think, someone told me on the Dashler webcam. Someone on the Dashler webcam told me in about 2 months, sooner, sometime around now, or I don't know, soon anyway, that that KCS is gonna be hosting an auction for their Macs somewhere in St. Louis, Missouri. I don't. If I were to guess, that's probably what's gonna happen. Atlantic Coastline, there's a lot of railroads that own the Macs aren't happy with they're getting old. Okay, you're gonna have to move. Yeah, I got the notification. It's one of I've seen a Mac sell for quite a bit. I don't know if you're gonna. I need to move these guys out onto one of the sidings. The SD60s, I'm not. Do you mean the SD60s for KCS? I have not seen a BQ23-7, and thank goodness. Actually, I mean, I've seen pictures of them. They look ugly. Okay? I'm sorry. Oh, the NS SD60s? NS has already rebuilt all the standard cab SD60s into SD60Es, and NS is retiring all the NS SD60Is and Ms this year. Well, actually, I think they're gonna keep the Triclops ones around for a little longer. I'm not sure about the other ones. You know what? Actually, I saw Jordan on one of the webcams. He was trailing behind two. I saw Jordan pass the Altoona webcam earlier this year. He was trailing behind NS81, 8041, and NS8040. So that was interesting to see. Okay, don't quote me on this. I'm fairly certain CSX still has a couple B23-7s in storage. But don't quote me on that. I honestly don't have a clue. Alright, let's get this load moving. You know what, I think that would add some interesting variety of characters to show. You know what, I think he should... Here's what he needs to do. Nicholas honestly needs to figure out which SD60E used to be Jordan, and then he needs to incorporate Jordan back in as an SD60E. We know he's an SD40-2. Yeah, I'm not sure which SD60E used to be Jordan. I know it was one of them. Actually, I have seen an SD70 ACU. In fact, if you actually go back to back a couple videos, I have one called SD70 ACU leads 55 a grain train through northbound on the Marion branch, and the engineer actually gave me a shave and a haircut. And actually, I'm also gonna I've got to go to bed in like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna end the stream here real quick. We're just gonna talk these last couple minutes. So real quick, I'm gonna halt this guy. Alright, so I'm gonna put a pause on here, and yeah, so we're just gonna talk the last like couple minutes of me streaming, because yeah. All right. Well, anyways, for all those who are interested out there, Canadian Pacific is gonna be getting some SD70 ACUs. Also,
alright, hey there, guys.
I'm gonna pull up a very specific video here. Look what just right here. Look what just rolled out of the one of CSX's paint shops recently. NS8098 fan. NS never sold Jordan. They rebuilt him as an SC60E because Jordan was a standard cab. I've actually seen quite a few -840 CWs. Actually, okay, Jordan's number is 6670, right? Okay, let's look on here. Oh. I may have actually screwed up. It looks like Jordan was never rebuilt to begin with. According to, according to ns-9.com, NS6670 was never rebuilt. That means Jordan is gone. Oops. Alright, well, I'm checking heritage units because like I have nothing better to do right now. Yeah, I noticed. One second, guys. Yes? Yes? Alright. What do you need? What do you need? Alright, 1 second. No, it's Friday. Alrighty, guys. Well, I unfortunately have to end the stream because, yeah, it's pretty much time for bed, and I'm tired. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If I start a stream, I don't know if I will. Alright, ask me a quick question, but I need to get off. Train answer, guys. 87. What's your question you need to ask? Just ask me a question real quick, and then I need to go. Later, guys. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream. Train answer guy, if you're talking about NS911, no, I have not seen it. If you're talking about CSX911, yes, I have. Alright, I gotta end this.